college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the UConn Huskies and the Michigan Wolverines.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars, making a name for just adds to the excitement.
Now the starting group for the UConn Huskies. They've got Martin, and it's Day in at the point.
You know, so often we can be Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Splitter sets a screen. Here's Keith. Shot is no good. Now the Wolverines take it the other way.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan. A lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
Now here's Waiters. He dishes it to Jones. Puts up a three, and that one's good. Waiters got 5 now.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools, Clark, for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum. Outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Keith grabs the miss. On defense, Michigan. The shot from 20 feet away. Joseph, that's good. Joseph's got his second basket. Michigan with the ball. Here's Waiters. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
So Michigan ends up going with the new group. The Wolverines leading by 3.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
On the court for Michigan. Waiters, he's in at the point. Smith is out there with Taylor. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2 spot. Well, you could pick any team in the NBA and name a Husky that played for him at some point. UConn has had a big impact on the NBA.
I mean, UConn has had a lot of NBA talent pass through their school. I mean, it speaks volumes about how well they are able to develop talent and win championships.
Jennings against Waiters. Smith the pass to Crawford. Kicks it to Waiters. Drains the three-pointer. Waiters got 12 in the game.
And Freak has really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
And here's Splitter following the three-pointer by Freak. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Smith goes back up. Can't capitalize inside.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
They set the pick. The drive by Jennings to the left side wing. Here's Keith. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Waiters. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll throw to the line. And the Huskies going with a whole new group out there. This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
Posey with it. He's guarded by Waiters. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and two shots coming up. And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros. All of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half and all managed the lead.
On the floor for UConn, we've got Keith, and it's Martin in at the force.
Sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that, but guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their moment.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Huskies shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Well, for a long time, Michigan has been a big power in men's basketball, really in all sports. The school has a very strong program.
No doubt, the Wolverines love their sports. Easy to cheer for the basketball program with all the success they've had over the years.
Now here's Jennings. He feeds it to McGuire. UConn moving that ball around. Joseph with the ball. Pass to Sims. They get the rebound. And the rejection by Smith. Now here's Waiters. He's got 17. Outside, Jones. And Wright kicks to Waiters. Launches a 3. And that one's good. Waiters got 20 points.
And for the Wolverines, they have one official title in 1989. Have made it into the college championship game a lot of other times. Finished 5 times as the runner-up.
Now here's Jennings. Here's Joseph. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
The Wolverines leading by 13. Waiters gets a wide open look, and there's another one. For the Wolverines.
Well, he scored over half of their points so far. That's a major contribution.
And there have been some highs and lows in the Michigan program. Overall, you have to give them credit for being a persistent presence in the tournament. A lot of iconic moments have involved the Maize and Blue.
Waiters, he's in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. And it's Taylor in at the 5 spot. And he knocks it down. Good-looking three there from Waiters. Waiters got 25 points.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
Smith checked in for Taylor. And then for the Huskies, Splitters checked in, and it's Joseph in for Reed. Here's Day. And nothing is falling for him right now. The Wolverines leading by 18. And there's a minute 45 left here in the second half of the game. Shots good by Waiters.
He takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
Hey, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wolverines.
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
The Huskies making a switch here. McGuire's checked in. Making some changes. Cunningham, he's checked in for Ellis. Jefferson comes in for Jones. And it's Waiters in for Banks. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Waiters on the wing. Pass to Stevenson. Wright sets a screen. Jefferson dishes to Cunningham. Here's Waiters. That one's good from the corner. Waiters got 30.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. UConn with the ball. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. Into the lineup for your Wolverines,
Here's Posey, and the foul called on Freak. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Michigan Wolverines.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward position. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Here's Decker following the basket by Freak. Decker gets the bucket.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You've got to get into his airspace, and that was far from it.
Waiters against Hawkins. Waiters dishes to Smith. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Hill with it. And it's Waiters picking him up. Waiters against Hill. To the right side. The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a four-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal in high school.
It's stolen by Smith. Waiters with the ball. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Now here's Decker. There's the screen. Outside Hill. On the wing, Evans. Tries it from 19. And there are the Badgers with another bucket.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Waiters, he's in at the point. Ellis is out there with Jones. And it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard position.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his...
Michigan trails by 6. And for that 1941 title you mentioned, Greg, for the Badgers, it was actually their first invitation to the college tournament club.
How about that for a first impression?
Yeah, not bad.
Not too bad at all. Prior to their recent run of success, that was their lone bright spot as a program.
Poked loose, stolen by Waiters. And now it's Waiters running. He can go all the way. Lays it in off the breakaway. Waiters got 6 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Yeah, exactly. It sure is. Plenty of second opportunities. 8 of their last 10 points from the paint, but the defense still continues to back away and not show any aggressiveness.
Hawkins. And the rejection by Smith. And here we go with Waiters. Running it up the court.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Walker's shot is off. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. It's the... And the big game is just about ready to get going for our second half of play. What a championship atmosphere we've got here tonight. We are just one half of basketball away from seeing college basketball history being made.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Waiters in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2 spot. And for the Badgers, they've got Hill. He's out there with Hawkins. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the power forward. Badgers shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. Both shots good from the stripe. Waiters, he's in at point guard. Smith is out there with Ellis. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2 guard spot. Here's Waiters. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Waiters got 11 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And for the Badgers, Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker. Then it's Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the 4. Hill against Waiters. Evans a screen on Waiters. Hill has the open look. Waiters grabs the miss.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
The feed to Crawford. Now Jones, pass to Waiters. Decker with the rebound. They're running. Here's Hill. And it's Michigan with the rebound. Here's Waiters. Kicks it to Crawford. To the inside. The shot is off. Here's the Badgers with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Hawkins kicks to Decker. Dishes it to Hill. Evans, a screen on Waiters. Stolen by Waiters.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
The pass to Smith. Here's the three. Waiters no luck. Decker passes to Hawkins. Count it from 12. So Michigan ends up going with the new group, and Wisconsin going. There's 1:26 left in the second half. Waiters in a 2-guard. Jones is out there with Wright. Then it's Smith, and it's Stevenson in at the 1. Outside Conley. Here's Walker. The shot from the low post is good. And Wisconsin leads by 5.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
The three. And once again off the mark by Michigan. Here's the Badgers with the ball. And now the fast break. Gibson with the ball. Here's Conley. The shot no good. Good D by Stevenson. Clark, no room for error.
Kevin, got to be perfect from here on out. You're exactly right.
Move the ball. Stick it to him.
Waiters against Walker. Count it.
Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that?
You don't, Kevin. I mean, as a defender, you got to just stash that one in the memory bank and make sure it doesn't burn you the next time.
Shooting for the win. Tyson Conley. 2 shots.
And no good on the 1-and-1. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure. Clutch shot right there. That could be the difference maker.
Indeed, it might be a big, huge moment in this game right there.
Both teams will make substitutions. And here is Hill. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Freak. That's his first personal foul. At the line for Michigan.
He sinks the clutch free throw.
At the line for 2.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's just clutch work, really. That's all you can say. A little bit of D now, and they'll be out of here with the win.
To take the lead. Count it!
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
And so it's Michigan. this one. And what an incredible feeling. It is for a team.
Hello?
Hey, Ma, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi, I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the Queen Mother, this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing,
Daddy.
Mr.
Hey,
P?
Bobs.
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Peace.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking and vibing, I love it, freaking and vibing. This freaking and vibing thing you do when you get hot freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in line, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
Oh, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, Freak. Listen, in life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game. But bam! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is, you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody. Pete, you didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is
not
his life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know, but it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse
Don't
me?
even
Wait,
know
Freak,
why.
you still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
It's none of
Can
your
I-
business.
Can I just interrupt
Your tone.
for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is, there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth 100.
We met working at the post office together. Mark was the clerk, and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch one time and take her for a bagel around the corner from where we worked.
A bagel?
A bagel, yeah.
With cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Split down the middle?
Split down the middle. Love at first sight.
Yeah?
I believe that. It was true. It happened to me.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the 7th pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select the 19-year-old point guard from the University of Michigan.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Welcome.